Welcome to Lower episode 76. How's it going, fellas?
Chilling.
It's going good.
It's tax day, and we're all feeling the pain.
Oh, I've been feeling the pain for 10 years, man.
Well, rather, I guess yesterday was tax day, I believe.
I got an extension because I waited too long because my accountant inherited his accounting firm, and he's too busy now. Yeah.
Understandable. I have a dependent.
I have none of that.
You know, I'm cooking, man. It's fine.
I was lucky enough to have a decent amount of savings that are all gone now, though. So
you better keep on subathoning.
You better keep subathoning,
little bro.
Why do you think I'm doing this?
Eternal subathon.
You better keep the gauntlet going.
I'm playing every Guitar Hero game again in a row, day by day, and on today I'm playing Van Halen. And tomorrow I'm playing Drums, Rock, so it's going to be a long one. At some point, I'm going to do it on drums.
Should have done it on drums.
I want to.
You know, Jake, there's no shame. I mean, Jay Schlatt made a video like a couple months ago where he was just like, hey guys, I ran out of money, so we're going to do a bathroom tier list stream. All right? So send in your bathrooms, and I'll rate your bathrooms.
You're telling me there's no shame in this?
Money.
There's no shame in saying, hey, guys, I'm broke. Please give me your money. There's no shame in doing that?
Absolutely no shame whatsoever.
I would like to keep the facade up where I give them actual content first.
Well, he was giving them content. He was rating their bathrooms, man. That's content. You should do a bathroom rating stream.
God, no. I don't want to see your shit. I do not want to see your bathroom. I'm looking at you. I don't want to see your bathroom at all. Do not send me a picture of your bathroom. If you do, you're getting blocked on Acai Everything app or Discord or wherever you send me that shit. I don't want to see it. I've been burned too many times by seeing streamer bathrooms. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Anyways, moving on. We got something cool in the mail the other day. A week, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if we talked about this on the show yet, but we have our Ace adapters from Mr. Retro Cult Mod.
Oh yeah,
mine's on my kit.
Mr. Mod.
Mine's on my kit right there.
It's on your kit. How is it on your kit? You might be asking, because it comes with this guy. There's a little hole at the bottom. You can put it in there, and then bam! Now it attaches to your drum stand, and it comes with multiple options here. Whatever the diameter.
Yeah, because like the Donner, I know that like the Donner arms are like a little bit thinner, and then the Roland ones are pretty thick. And then the Yamaha ones are kind of in between, or something like that.
Here. They're all telescoped right now, but I can take them all out and do this.
Yeah,
they're there.
It's very nice, very nice.
Yeah,
you can see the little message on there.
Quick.
Yeah, right.
I feel like Jake should have been the one to show that off. But,
right over here.
Guess what? He can't.
He's going to. He's trying.
I'm going to zoom in. Hold on. I did not put this on.
I didn't want to zoom on.
Yeah, while Jake is doing that. Yeah, no, I've been actually using. I've been actually using mine. I fucking love the thing. It is super responsive. I don't think it's felt that responsive on in game for me in a while. I don't know. Like
Controller's better than Roll Limitless is what you're saying?
Well, okay. Here's the thing. And I've been talking to Noise.
Still uses a Pico.
Yeah, Roll Limitless is still like it comes down to the firmwares, right? And like objectively, Book Reader has tuned the firmware down to a science. He's been working on that shit for like 7 years, man.
Yeah, closing on a decade. Book Reader's been carrying that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like we have to thank Book Reader for this entire custom controller thing to even exist, because he's been doing Roll Limitless as early as I can remember. 2018, 2019 is when the Roll Limitless first came out, or at least I heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when it popped in on my radar. And so I got my Ace adapter last week, but I did some testing with Rock Band. Rock Band 3 specifically. I didn't try any of the older Rock Band games, but I'm getting like these random ass overhits, and I cannot for the life of me figure out what fucking drum is overhitting specifically on Rock Band 3. And I remember, and I don't know if this has anything to do, with like the firmware or so, but if you go to Book Reader's website, and I'm just using this as a reference, this Ace adapter just came out. Things are just gonna get streamlined and smoothed out with the firmwares and stuff.
Yeah, it's brand new.
But if you look at the Roll Limitless website and you go to the firmwares, there's one for Rock Band, and then there's one called Rock Band 3. And there's a difference in the way drums work in the old Rock Band games versus Rock Band 3, because all those old games have roll limits built into them, and you can't break it.
Roll Limitless.
You absolutely cannot, but you can't break it. Like it's like think about like a strum limit in like GH2, and then going to fucking Guitar Hero 3 afterward. And
I actually didn't know that. I thought the Roll Limit was fully hardware.
So the Roll Limitless is a mixture of like hardware and software problems, because like the MIDI pro. Here's the lore of how it all worked. There is a roll limit on Rock Band 3 with the Rock Band 3 MIDI Pro adapter on 360, right? And there's a cymbal glitch on there. There's a roll limit in quick play, but not practice mode.
The fuck? Oh, why is practice mode always
so
so
360.
Only
This is 360.
Only 360.
Okay. PS3 MIDI Pro adapter. No, I believe there's a roll limit. I believe the properties are the same. Quick play has a roll limit. Practice mode doesn't, but there's no cymbal glitch on PS3 MIDI Pro adapter.
Really? I didn't know that.
And
I didn't know it was 360 only.
Is 360 only. So the cymbal glitch, if you guys didn't know, there's some lore. This is more lore right here. If you hit two cymbals at the same time, whether it be a yellow-blue or a blue-green or a yellow-green, that's the most common one, there is like a very not even a very small percentage. It is a pretty large percent chance that it will activate as a tom hit. One of the, I believe the yellow or the most left note will register as a tom hit on 360. It is crazy.
Yeah, so you always have to, if you have to hit two notes at the same time, you'd have to offset them slightly.
Yeah, so you would have to flam it. You would have to flam it.
Yeah.
It's basically like almost like a crosstalk thing, but the game doing it?
Yes. Yeah.
Weird.
I didn't know that was why that happened.
Rock Band 3 is a game.
No. The Pro adapter is doing it. Because then
only for
if
the 360,
you use it,
there's something unique
only
about
for
the
the 360
adapter firmware.
But if you use it on Rock Band 4 with the PDP wired thing, the legacy wired thing, that shit's gone.
It fixes it?
Yeah.
Yeah. There is no cymbal glitch on Rock Band 4 with the.
Is it so?
Yeah.
So it is
and here's
hardware,
where it
though.
gets.
Like, have the deluxe people been able to figure out exactly what it is? Like, is it software? Or is it?
No,
is it,
here's
is
the
it
thing.
In the firmware?
Here's the thing. Bookreader figured it out in like 2020, 2021, and so I remember because I was tuning into Birdman streams, Brady streams during that time. It may have been just somewhere around that time, and he had the setup where his drum goes into the PC, out into a Pico, and then Pico to Xbox, because there was a script where if you do two cymbal inputs, Bookreader had a translation layer. From what I understand, he had a script that worked as a translation layer so that it is the very smallest, minuscule amount of time where it simulates a da-da instead of a duh.
Really?
It was crazy. And I don't know if that's built into the software. I don't know if that's built into the firmware. This is just how I remember it.
At this point, it almost has to be, right? There's no reason to have it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that like this is an example of I think there's probably some more work to be done for Rock Band 3, but I can't imagine it not working great.
At the end of
exactly.
The day. Like, that's not on. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's not on Noise's end at all. That's all.
Yeah, that's that might be something that Sanjay has to take care of. But that's why I'm conducting more research, and like that's why I I've been like taking off early, like all streams this week, pretty much, just because I'm like trying to pinpoint all the issues with it. You know, it happens. It happens.
I did not know any of
once
this.
Once it all comes down to software, that's when, you know, things get easier to work with. At least it's not hardware, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God.
The thing works beautifully. I've been using it on GH. I've been playing Guitar Hero Metallica with the Ace Adapter, and that shit's fire. It is so responsive on there. I FC'd Whiplash on drums, Seek and Destroy on drums, and something else. I don't remember.
Nice.
But like that was like the first time in a while that I loaded up GH drums, and because I've been trying to get back to it. And then I think I got a new score on like. No, I'm training again for War Ensemble. My legs hurt.
Oh,
so
God.
here's
Anyway.
a question with the Ace Adapter. So I set mine up, and I ran into a little issue that I don't know if there's a way for me to fix it or not without rearranging my whole kit. So when I got my E-kit, certain cables wouldn't actually reach to certain places. So the adapter, the Ace Adapter, for some reason, two of my symbols are flipped because of how it's reading the cables, and I have no way to like remap it. Do you know if that's going to be something that he's changing in the future, like a way to remap the buttons with the Ace Adapter? Like,
you might have to
imagine like what you could do with
you would have to use Sandtroller for that.
Like
regular
regular
and
difficult
it's-
mod software, because
It's
the
also
whole point of having like the reason why sellers have their own tool is because when Guitar Configurator was the main thing being used, a lot of people would like brick their devices because they were trying to like change shit that they didn't know what it did. And the whole point of making that for sand troller was to stop people from being able to change any of the bindings.
Yeah, you just download the thing and you write the firmware and it works.
But
it's a one size fits all type thing. So if it doesn't fit your size, you do have to do custom shit. With
yeah, you can use regular sand troller.
I realized I went on that tangent for like fucking 5-10 minutes. We didn't even explain what the Ace adapter is.
I think we all get it. This is an adapter that you can use an e-kit. It's
but yeah,
a
look
Pico.
at it. Look at it. It's
There's
beautiful.
a MIDI in.
E-kit.
There's a MIDI in.
E-kit.
Yeah.
The front.
And it's
the
got
front
face
says
buttons.
too. It has off.
It's got face buttons, guys.
It has a controller built into it.
Oh, not even just
for
MIDI in. There's also USB MIDI in as well.
Yes.
I have something to say about that. If you have a TD17 module, or if you have a module that you can install like different drivers onto it, or you switch it off of generic into vendor driver, drummers know what I'm talking about here. There's a vendor mode which you can feed into a digital audio workspace like Reaper or something. So then you can use it with like Superior Drummer or like Easy Drummer or something. If you have it set to that USB MIDI mode, USB MIDI will not work on the Ace adapter currently. You have to switch it back to generic, and that's probably going to be something that Sanjay has to fix. I didn't think that it would be a problem being on vendor mode, but it still works fine on generic. But yeah. Other things that I have to say about it is that that whole cymbal thing, that cymbal glitch that I was talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I was using the Rock Band Pro Drum firmware on the Ace adapter, I swear on my life that shit was happening. Like, if I hit two cymbals together on Rock Band 3, nowhere else, it was on Rock Band 3, so like, it's like half the game, half like whatever translation layer you're using, with the drum set. I had to flam my double cymbal.
I'm assuming deluxe as well,
3.
right? When you say Rock Band 3,
it was deluxe. Yeah, I should have tried vanilla. I probably will once we're done talking. Here,
only reason I bring that up is because there's another cymbal glitch that exists, right? But I'm pretty sure deluxe fixed it. Where like if there's like if it's fast, like a fast cymbal roll, you can just you can just
that's entirely within Rock Band 3 itself.
Yeah,
so
and deluxe
fixes that, and they've removed that cymbal glitch from it too. But I think you can just get Fub Edition and like all the glitches stay. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
I don't know Fub Edition. I don't know if yeah, okay.
I don't necessarily remember exactly what Fub Edition does, but everything that like
Fub Edition has a bunch of quality of life, but it makes it look vanilla as possible, so that haters don't go, "Oh, that's deluxe."
It's meant to be more of like this is a legitimate way to.
Not even the fubbers use it. Unfortunately, kind of fell.
Whatever, man.
FBFC. That's full band, full combo. That's when you play online with your friends to full combo songs online. All is 4 players.
Really?
Edition. Yes. Fub means full band, full combo. And for those who don't know, people might say, "What the hell's a fubber?" Is that a
band?
Yeah.
Is it a
mean, it's
slur?
like it's the same thing as like saying, "What's a plate?" PC player. Some dumbass misspelt the word player, and then now they just call them plates.
Not really. I mean, fub is just a phonetical sort of.
Fub is just exactly.
Shorthand.
Yeah.
Fub.
Full band FC. Fub. Hey yo, you down for some fubs tonight?
Fubs?
Hey, you want to catch a Vic Roy? Catch a Vic Roy?
You a fubber? Fubber?
It's that Robin Williams movie.
Flubber.
Yeah.
Any flubs?
Flubber, the shit under your arm. Like
I got my flubber. I got my jiggly flubbers. We all do. And if
we all do.
I'm seeing jiggles.
Yeah. The
I'm seeing a little bit.
Yeah, there's jiggles.
I can jiggle.
Yeah,
we can jiggle. We can squeeze the jiggle too. I'm squeezing. I'm a squeezer.
Oh, I love it.
You're a squeezer, all right.
I like when we squeeze our jiggles.
I mean, you are a squeezer. It's factual.
Yep. It's true.
In more ways than one.
Where do we go from here?
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, Ace Adapter is pretty cool.
Anyway, Ace Adapter is pretty cool.
But
I fucking love
hear
the
it's
thing.
cool. I haven't pulled up my drums yet, but I do want to get started with drumming. You brought up the drum gauntlet. People have said that in my chat too. It's like, hey, when are you going to do drums gauntlet? I'm like, sometime, definitely. I do want to do that.
I want to do a vocal gauntlet to be over.
Hey, everybody in my chat that's like, when are you going to do vocals gauntlet? That's your man, right over there, there. That's your guy. Look at him. He's going to do it.
I want to fucking do that shit because it would be so much fun.
Yeah, stop asking my dumbass to sing. I can't do it. He can though.
I had an idea. You know what? I'm not going to talk about the idea yet. No.
Yeah, keep that shit safe. Keep it safe.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, keep it to yourself,
that shit safe. It's so stupid, but no. It's gonna be cool. Anyway, yeah, no, I was gonna say the drum adapter is really fucking cool. You guys should go get it if you're looking to get an e-kit working on like anything. You can use it on emulator. You can use it on console. You can use it on fucking just PC or whatever.
Noting, it comes with cables too. It does come with cables.
Yeah, it literally comes with the cables.
There's a MIDI
Very
cable.
nice.
Here's a USB Type B printer cable or whatever the hell, and then you got
Printer
the
cables
regular
with
USB-C. Is it RetroCult mods branded? No, but you do get a
No, it's just the Amazon one.
You get a sticker.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm gonna have to play around with the sand troller a little bit more so I can get it work. Because I mean, it worked great out the box, and then I was like, wait a second, why am I missing? Oh no, I gotta swap the sim. No, and this is the first time.
What were you using it on?
Rock Band 3 Deluxe.
Okay.
It's literally a problem with my hardware, right? This is the first time that my e-kit has kind of come back to like bite me in the ass because one of the cymbal cables is so short that it doesn't reach to where I want to put the cymbal on the kit.
A question: Does your module give you the ability to assign MIDI notes to yeah, okay. Yeah,
it's a cheaper module, right? So that's the thing. Like it's not the Ace adapter on my side. It's just that my lower end e-kit's finally catching up to me. Which
but like at the
easier
same
solution,
time,
if you want to spend like $3, you have to buy a little extension cable and then bam.
Yeah, extension cable will probably be the easiest answer, right? It's just
and then you could switch the inputs and then you're good.
Yep.
But yeah, I think you could probably just open up Sand Troller and then flip the
honestly, for any
MIDI
like
inputs.
Power users, you might call them, or like advanced users, I'd probably stick to regular Sand Troller. I would configure my shit myself instead of using the
Don't
RetroCult
fuck
mods
with the
tool
sensitivity
or the funky customs.
Don't fuck with the sensitivity on
drums.
Sand Troller. You don't need to, because like I think what the defaults have it set at have it perfect at the moment. I fucked with it and then something stopped working, so I had to factory reset it. So yeah, I mean, like, once again, this is a whole software. It's a software level thing, so like these things smooth themselves out in the future.
In its infancy for the most part in Sand Troller. Like, he actually just recently got it working where you can plug like a Guitar Hero drum brain into like a Pico device.
That's cool as shit.
And it will like you'll be able to configure all of it like as a Guitar Hero drum set. It's super sick.
Like that debug, that fucking in-house debug program that they gave people when
free sensitivity.
When
I had that.
Yeah, you had to RMA it. It was like, show your proof of purchase and we'll send you a thing so you could adjust the sensitivity.
Weren't they such like ahead of their time by like including a MIDI port on that Guitar Hero drum set?
Yeah.
How baller was that? They didn't have to do that. But they did.
You know the thing, one thing that happened that I'm still like, oh man, I got one guide so hard. I full game FC'd World Tour on Expert Drums, and then this fucking guy goes, "Yeah, how about you do it on stock drums?" Like, I'll fucking murder you with stock drums. I could do that shit from day one. You could use a Roland kit on World Tour.
It's true. You
Fuck
could.
out of my face.
Yeah.
Like if the
that's
option
the
wasn't,
even if he's joking,
if the option wasn't there, then you might have a point. But that's not what happened. History was never rewritten. You always had a MIDI in, and eventually they also had MIDI out, which was very impressive with that the Where's Rock kit.
You actually have a better argument than this. This is a fully brand new spanking guitar. Everything in here is different. Mechanical frets, you couldn't have that at launch. You had silicone. These are different upgrade switches.
Hey, pussy, you're cheating. Hey,
this
you
is
do
cheating.
it with stock.
People do say that. People do say that though.
They do say
do it
that.
on stock, pussy.
You say that exactly. Hey, Beverly 2 still uses a stock controller as far as I know, so he's all OG.
No, he's got a guitar technically from me that Drew gave him.
Oh well, then
I don't think he doesn't
know.
know that the controller can be set to keyboard mode so he can play Fortnite Festival. So he just straight up bought a Riffmaster.
He bought a Riffmaster.
Yeah, dude, I was watching him play Flames with the Riffmaster, and he was like, I can't tap on this thing, so he's just one-handing everything. And he was hitting most everything. He almost one-hand FC'd it. It was actually impressive.
I gotta bring out
That'd
the
be
Riffmaster
sick,
now.
actually.
Oh yeah, show us the Riffmaster. Show it.
Yeah, so check it out, guys.
Yo, what are those frets?
Yes. Explain it to the audio people right now.
Okay.
Explain it to the audio people right now.
Here,
well, first, before we get started, if you guys remember a couple episodes back, I was talking about how somebody, Rhythm Reamped, made a model so you could have Guitar Hero frets on a Rock Band guitar, and I printed them and I put them on my Rock Band guitar, and they felt good. I was like, what about a Riffmaster? Well, that time's now.
Yes, so basically the way that this works is that I actually went out of my way to send a Riffmaster neck to Rhythm Reamped so he could do this. So This is the first piece of the puzzle. It's a thing that you take out the 5 stock frets on your Riffmaster.
We just pull them
and,
up. Not a problem.
Yeah, you just pull them up, right? I broke
to
half
take
the
it apart
clips
or
and I
nothing.
did it. I didn't care. I'm never going to put the stock ones in again. And then you're supposed to take all 5 of these frets, and the way that they work is that they go into the hole that the normal Riffmaster frets would normally go into.
It's in the hole.
In the hole.
In the hole.
And so
It's in the hole.
basically,
And they go up and down,
It
up and
starts
down,
out-
up and down.
yeah, it starts out where you kind of just put in the frets roughly like this, and then you
That looks so cursed.
yeah, and then, and then you
looks so
take the plate-
cursed.
I don't even know if I can do it like this. Let's see.
Yeah, lock
Oh, I
them
did
in.
it. I did it. Yeah, so you just press it in. It's like a friction fit. You gotta kind of press it in.
God, that looks
decently
so
hard on
clean.
both
Yeah,
sides.
I thought
It
if
does
if,
look really nice.
it looks
It does
looks
look
like it,
nice,
it
right?
should look
Like-
like that, right? It looks like it's right. It
That
just
looks
looks
so
right.
Dude,
good.
See, this silicone is modded. Dude, this feels really good. Like,
I bet it does.
Why?
Oh man.
That
it feels
actually
really
looks
good. You
good
can slide
though.
on them, like,
And you
it
even
doesn't,
still
like,
get
hurt
your
the
solo
slide.
buttons too. Imagine Guitar Hero frets up
Yeah.
top, solo buttons down there, Rock Band style. It's the best of both
Yeah,
worlds.
and he made a
John
cover,
Cracked.
so you can just cover this shit entirely and get rid of it if you really wanted to.
Oh, because
Man,
that was
I
my
actually-
issue. That's always my
Wow.
issue when I go up to tap. I'm pushing the solo buttons with my
That's why I
with my,
asked him to
my
do it.
forearm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
I
what?
was like-
I
I was like,
I
make
was
a
gonna
cover,
like
bro.
retire. I wanted to like retire the Riffmasters in like for the crack guitars and just have crack guitars everywhere in my house,
Now
like
you want
wirelessly.
this, right?
But now it's just like, hey, you know what? They're guitars. I mean, as much as I use them, and nobody else fucking uses them, it's like I might as well just give them some good parts. So like, I
yeah,
need
like,
that shit.
I
I
can-
need that shit.
yeah, I can print you out. I can print you out a set. I can do like the stock colors too if you want. But
You know what
Jake-
I'm gonna do
Jake's
this year,
gonna print
JP?
it.
I'm gonna get a printer. I'll get a printer this year. So that
Bamboo
you don't
Labs
have
Mini
to waste-
A1, bro. that's
Yeah,
what I
you don't
got.
have to waste your time sending me shit unless
Yeah,
it's a full ass
uh,
guitar. But
yeah.
I'm probably gonna get a printer this year.
You should. You
After
should, because
I upgrade
Jake
my
did
PC,
it, and
I'm gonna
then
upgrade
Jake
my
was
PC
like-
first. And then
Jake was like, "Wow,
get a
wait,
printer.
this is really easy."
Yeah, it's actually pretty easy after you help me set up all my settings and get them all right. So
Yeah.
I could basically make a perfect 1-for-1 print of what you do, but with the exact same settings. But
Yeah.
after
Plus,
that,
you have a Alec. You have a daughter, so like, I feel like you can just print their toys.
Oh yeah, I just I want to
like-
just print her like little
Like
I want there's
fidget
like a
things,
little
yeah.
Mario 64 model
Yeah.
that I want
She's not
to
gonna care
just
that
give
they're
her.
one color. She's not gonna give a shit. She's gonna. Be
Oh
like,
no,
Mario!
she's not. She uses her imagination a bunch already. So
Yeah,
it's just like
exactly.
her brain will put the colors there anyway. He goes, "Oh, it's Mario." Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, Mario.
great. Or we paint it with her. Oh, we'll
oh,
figure
that'd be a cute little project.
Like
That would be
Warhammer
okay.
style.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
well,
the models
exactly,
for your
Warhammer
tabletop
style.
RPGs. Yeah, that'd be sick.
Oh yeah.
That'd be
really
awesome.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, shout outs to Rhythm Reamped for making this thing actually kind of cool.
Yeah, no, you
And
absolutely
Fact for the
cooked.
pickguard.
Absolutely cooked. That is sick as shit.
That looks so
Yeah,
looks so
it's a-
good. Like
it's a nice
that looks
Riffmaster.
awesome,
It's got the
JP. That
old
looks
logo
really
over
fucking
here.
good.
No, I
Yeah, I
actually
wanna-
love it.
I
And now you gotta
wanna,
get a FAC headstock, dude.
Yeah,
I'm not
When,
a
when
big
he
fan
drops
of
those, when he
Bro,
drops
that-
the headstocks, get one.
This is
That
it's not even the
pickguard makes
Riffmaster
it look-
anymore.
It looks so much better than the stock. That's what I was just gonna say. Like
I
that.
know. I can't.
that
I
looks
can't mess
better.
up Mella's signature. Can't mess that up.
Who's above
And
it?
Sushi.
That's Sushi's?
That's sushi. That's sushi. Yeah.
Why do you only have two?
Dude, I don't know. I didn't ask anybody to sign it. I was like lazy.
I have everybody's. Except for one. I
Yeah.
figured out I'm missing Callie's on there, which is crazy because now Callie
Yeah,
is
actually,
such a big help.
speaking of pick guards, this is also on our Mella's guitar, which is hilarious. But
Oh, that actually looks sick,
Yeah.
though, with the mat.
yeah, well, it's like the kind of like
Yeah.
textured.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
the
the
I'm
texture
working
looks
on
sick.
this. So one of the
Audio
big,
people, we're looking at a faceplate on a Kramer.
pick guard. Sorry.
And the Kramer pick guard, it looks extremely smooth. You can literally see the texture on it.
So shouts to Mella. One of the big issues with the
And that looks
Kramer-
good. Holy shit.
One of the big issues with the Kramer is that the pickguard, there's two versions. So this version is tabs, and you can see there's stuff ripped off in here. They basically added extra things to keep the tabs locked in because you're not supposed to take this thing out, right?
No.
Like you have to open up your guitar
No.
to take it out. So there's the tabs version, there's the screws version, and there's no way to tell what you have without opening the guitar. And I don't feel confident selling two versions and then somebody ordering the wrong one because they didn't open their guitar. So I'm trying to find the system to do both right now. That's the goal. Like,
That sounds
I'm trying
complex.
to, yeah, I'm trying to have like where the main body prints and then there's going to be a bunch, it's going to be like a puzzle. So it's going to come with a bag of all the screw posts and then a bag of all of the latches. And the way it's going to work is that they're going to turnkey to lock into the back, if that makes sense. Like you're gonna put it on the back and you're gonna twist it in, and it's gonna lock in.
That's a good solution to that. It's an interesting solution.
Yeah, because like leave it up to the user at that point, right? It's like, oh, do you have A or B? You open your guitar, you have version A. You use the screw posts, right?
Yeah, that's a really good solution.
And if you don't have the latches, throw them out because they're so small. It's not really like a loss. And like I want to have it like numbered. Where like slot 1, slot 2, slot 3, and like you flip over to piece and you see a number 2. It's a complex problem that requires a complex solution. So that's
but it doesn't sound complex though. The solution itself, like getting to this point, but to the end user, it seems like a very straightforward
like
type
it
thing.
won't be.
Do I look at it? Is it this or that?
This?
Okay, there you go.
It's not going to be straightforward like a faceplate, but like I do want to do it, and then I'm also working on. I was talking about this on Twitter. I'm working on this. The kit.
Is that the kit?
The fabled kit.
The fabled 760 Creations kit.
It's happening, and there's a lot of really cool stuff that I'm doing. There's a lot of really cool stuff that I
Give it to me. Let me bring the old destroyers that you gave me in 2021.
Yeah, and just do that.
A better life. Not a new life, a better life.
You need to retire it. That's history right there. You do not erase history,
you put it in
sir.
a frame. So
what the
cool
JP's scuffed ass fucking.
It was pretty scuffed.
Dude, you open it up and you're going, damn, this is JP's work. Jesus Christ! I'm not kidding, man.
No, I have the same shit when I open up my old JP guitars from like 2021. It's like, damn, this is ugly as shit nowadays.
3D printed bracket.
This is before we had PCB makers in the community.
The Pico just hanging off the side, glued to the fucking body. I mean, like, hey, it was solid.
It was a Pro Micro.
Whatever, mine.
Yeah, it was a Pro Micro.
Spark fun. Spark fun.
So
like
cool
what's
thing,
in mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and yours.
You have
like,
a slightly better version of what I had.
Yeah, he has a PCB, but
yeah,
big problem.
It was like right when you started doing that shit.
Big problem with sand trollers is sand trollers gotten so big that Pro Micros are kind of busted. So he's dropping support. Like it's kind of like
you have to go to like a you have to go to like a version.
You have to use an older version.
You have to go to a version from like late September of 2024.
Yeah, like it'll work.
Someone's probably gonna find this like later, but yeah, you need to go to like an old version.
It's unfortunate, but like it kind of, like it's just we're at that point now. We're like
grown too big for our
Pico
britches.
is so
our old britches.
Yeah, but the cool thing is that this isn't the only kit I'm making. I'm making another one.
You're making more kids?
Yeah, more kids. So
dependent for the fucking
for the taxes, bro.
So
dependence for taxes, yeah.
My biggest criticism of kits that allow you to use them in World Tour and Guitar Hero 5 guitars is it gets rid of the detachable neck. What if you didn't have to do that?
Oh.
So that's gonna be so once this one is done, then the next
man's changing the game.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Sheesh. That's crazy.
So that's gonna be the approach. You're gonna there's going to be a new board that drops into where the slider bar normally goes, and that's where all of the stuff is going to happen in the neck.
That's
because
cool.
Sandtroller has this great thing called peripheral mode.
Yes,
so you can have multiple peripherals.
That hook yeah, that's what it's for. I never had a custom guitar that has a working touch slider, but why would I
does
use it?
Actually, believe it or not, Funky has like a new slider board, I think.
Really?
Yes, I know that he was working on a slider board. He was. It was like right after I made my permadeath guitar.
Dude,
I'm working on a slider.
Like, why did he do that?
I gotta feel the Sandtroller based slider, bro. I was just using.
Hold on. You know what's crazy is that
keep talking.
You can use the slider on fucking Clone Hero, man. Like that is the most cursed part.
That
you can use the slider on CH.
It does sound weird.
And so for more things other than just using it as a whammy axis, like using it for button input.
Actual input,
right? Yeah.
I was
someone was actually.
Yeah, I was using this thing on stream the other day. When I was playing World Tour, and I was like, it feels appropriate to use a World Tour guitar, right? And I was using it for like 4 hours straight, just fine. This is a stock body. It has a kiosk faceplate though. It's a scuffed one. It came like this when I had it. It was like there's like paint scuffs or whatever. It was ugly.
They're all like that.
Yeah. But kiosk faceplate. It's stock internals. I swapped out the strum switches for a newer pair from Amazon. So they are the same style of switch, like the weird ones that sound different.
Microstrum, the springy ones?
Yes. So they're the same style of switch, although they're not the stock ones. They're replacements. And then these are mech frets with JP printed fret buttons. And I think the board that's in here is really old. I think the board is from Hobby CNC. I think it's a hobby CNC
Oh.
board.
Oh
with,
shit.
With
Oh,
yeah, and
man.
I'm pretty sure.
Dude, that's like pre-COVID.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure my SG that has mech frets also uses a hobby CNC board.
The burnt
It may-
oranges, right?
It may
Or
or
the
may
yellows?
not. I don't know. They might be reds. I don't actually know. I have to open up and look. But regardless, I was playing with this thing for like 4 hours straight, and all of a sudden I was playing Lazy Eye, din 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 din, din, and all of a sudden my upstrums just stopped working. I found the point at which these fucking stupid terrible ass strum switches start breaking. It just stops
You
working.
had the point of failure happen mid-song.
Yes, mid-song, I felt it
Yeah.
happen. It was fine before that, not a single overstrum, not a single missed input. All of a sudden, it's fucking dead.
It just
And you know what
like,
happened?
died?
No, it didn't die. But what happened is, I'm pretty sure the little metal like lever that gets pushed down over the switch is just gotten
Snapped?
bent out of shape. I think because it's
Oh,
still
actually-
they were
but it's like,
cheap
dude,
shit then.
it's
No, you know
all
what?
the way. I have
That
to
was-
bottom it out. I have to go all the way up. I have to use a lot of force.
That
Otherwise,
was one of the
literally-
first
shit.
mods that I looked up on Score Hero when I was like, my strum bar on my World Tour
Oh, you
guitar
bend it,
stopped
right?
working. And
Bend it.
so they're like, take a pair of pliers
Yeah,
and just
yeah,
bend
yeah.
it up a little bit. And I was like, son of a bitch, that does work. And then that shit died like 2 weeks later, and my dad went to Radio Shack, got new micro switches. That shit never broke again.
Yeah,
Al,
I
do you
gotta get
remember my
some
world
quality
tour?
micro switches apparently.
Do you remember my world tour that did a perfect 2-2 rake, like the Wii one? That
Dude,
like
those-
that like Bliss got rid of the lip on the strum bar, so it was like a flat strum bar.
Yeah.
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 So we
he also
we
had one
bent-
that was a perfect 1-1, and I was
we
like, I
bent
want
those
this
switch-
shit.
we bent those switches, and that's why I 2-2'd.
Yeah, no, I was
we
like,
just
that's
bent them like fucking this, and like
That's
and Bliss
definitely
was
a
like,
way
oh,
to
shit,
do
it's
it,
a
man.
perfect 2-2.
we thought that shit was gonna be the future. We're like, oh yeah, World Tour guitar is gonna be the meta.
Dude, people would
Gonna
come
be
to
that.
me,
Gross.
and I'm like, they gotta be 2-2, and then like after a while, I was like, hey, actually, this sucks.
Hey, bro, you look at the
Hey,
stuff
wait a
that got FC'd with like a Wii World Tour guitar. I mean, hey, it speaks for itself. But we all know that the good stuff is good. The good and the old stock stuff was not good. It just wasn't.
No.
It just wasn't, and it's not getting better. Because
Nope.
you know it's pushing 20 years since the old
They're
stock
dying
stuff.
fast.
This
Yeah,
year,
they're-
this year, November 8th, I believe 2005 is when Guitar Hero 1 came out. This year is going to be the SG's 20th anniversary. 20
That
years
anniversary
of
comes out this
20
year.
there's going to be guitars back there. That box is 20 years old.
Yeah.
That box is 20 years old. The guitar in there does a 3/4.
Oh. Yeah, those black and white SGs, they were a little sketchy.
I have seen Uber song strumming, Uber strong
little
strumming,
sketchy.
Uber song strumming with it.
With an
That's
SG.
56. That's 56 notes per second.
Hey fellas,
You shouldn't do that.
why did they add a strum limit in the software for Guitar Hero 1 and 2 and 80s?
Reason.
But
Reason.
I can play on it normally. I put some fucking Scotch tape in there, like it's fine.
Okay, dude.
You know, I'm actually more
It's the
surprised
tape
that I was
shit.
able to plug it in. Dude, the tape shit is the truth. I
It's
still
so funny,
use it
dude.
on all of
But, like 5 years ago, probably, like a Vision QC sent me a picture of his guitar. It had like 50 layers of tape, dude. It was how is it
Oh,
even, how,
yeah,
how
the
are you even
Scotch
finding
tape?
room? Yeah, just
It was
Scotch
the
tape,
Scotch tape, and
magic
he was
tape.
he was just inlaying more of it.
Yeah, I was like, how do you have
ridiculous,
room?
man.
How is there that much room
So
between
funny.
the guitar body and the strum switches? It was insane. I wonder if I still have that.
That one
picture.
had some Scotch tape in it too. That Destroyer right there,
Yeah.
Scotch tape. That's the linear
Insane.
switch guitar, JP. That
Oh,
one's
that's the
fucked
linear
up.
one?
I love that one. That's a sicko mode guitar. I have seen
Yeah.
sicko mode with that one
It's not bad.
because it was
It's not
a
bad.
consistent
That's the,
3/3.
that's the gold tar, right? It has all the gold parts.
It's so cursed. So
Yeah,
cursed,
yeah,
man.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, speaking of strum limits and all that good stuff, we have a second ever full band FC on Rock Band
shit.
1 of Greengrass and High
Greengrass.
Tides.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Greengrass and High Tides. Congratulations to the homies right here: Skittles, Lulu, Blue Blue, Peter Pusheen, Nukisa. Those guys are all beasts.
Oh, I didn't
All right.
realize it was Zephyr that did this.
Yes, Team Zephyr. They have been actually knocking out a whole bunch of full band,
Yeah, no.
full band
Have,
FCs like
these are cool
throughout
dudes.
2025 so far. They've been killing it. They've been doing some crazy
Yeah,
ass shit.
I believe it was
So-
Zephyr crew that was the Lego Rock Band full band F series. Some people
Yep,
from that
they
crew
all
at least.
They did.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, most people from that crew they all met up and they did Green Day Rock Band and Lego Rock Band, which is impressive by all account.
Yeah,
Like they did
no kidding.
Homecoming. They did Homecoming in person.
Dude,
That's
sick.
crazy. That is so crazy. I don't know. Did they do East Jesus Nowhere in person? I'd
God
shit if they
forbid.
did.
Snare.
I don't know. I don't think they did.
God forbid 50 hertz.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they did do it because all those guys are real talented. So shout out
they
to
are.
Team Zephyr.
Yeah, big shouts.
real.
Big shout outs.
And one of those players, Skittles 456 YT, aka Dennis, that motherfucker. Last week we I didn't talk about it because we had Mike on. We're doing Jeopardy, but he's the first person to FC every song in Rock Band on every instrument on their respective engines.
Insane.
So
Which is,
like,
I'm kind of surprised that it had already happened, if I'm being honest with you.
I thought Nolan would have taken care of that, but he just kind of he lumps all of that into like Rock Band 3. But like he also goes for like all the pro keys and stuff. Like he's going for
literally everything.
He's going for the Mount Everest of like FCs. Like just he's going for everything. What did his fucking description say on the
on the now deleted Rob Schneider account? It was
deleted. What happened?
You don't know? Rob Schneider got like fucking.
I don't remember that guy.
No, this was like 6 months ago. It was YouTube terms of service for impersonation.
Rob Schneider.
Oh my God!
You
because
don't know.
Because it was Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider got nuked.
So okay, I think it was some sort of inside joke because that Rob Schneider account was that was Nolan, and then RJA, Rob GH, he fucking had a Ben Stiller account, and he was just doing Clone Hero FCs on there, or he was just clearing out set lists on there. He's going for like the Mount Everest of fucking all Clone Hero set lists and stuff, and like that's all also fantastic.
Yeah, no,
I think going back to
like last August or whatever, Ben Stiller's got nuked because YouTube terms of service for impersonation. Because I mean the name was Ben, or no, what was it? Did I say Ben Stiller?
Oh, Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider was the name of the channel. That one of them is directing Severance, so that's pretty cool.
They're all getting nuked.
But yeah, Rob Schneider was the profile picture, and apparently that's against terms of service to impersonate a celebrity. So that account is gone. All the history is gone, unfortunately. But
that's so sad.
The old description.
The old description of that used to be, I have more FCs than the country of Tuvalu. Or Tuvalu, I believe is how it's pronounced. It's a small island country. There's less than 10,000 people that live on the island, like 9,900. Small piece of trivia about that little small island country, Tuvalu. Their largest export is their domain. The .tv domain. Twitch.tv.
Oh.
The .tv is Tuvalu.
Wow.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
There's a large
Population 9,816 as of 2023.
Yep.
Jesus.
So yeah, he had more FCs than that entire country has people. He had like 13K at the time or something like that. Probably more now.
Fucking crazy.
So
I think I remember
man.
the last time I went on that channel, he was doing Guitar Hero Metallica PS2 vocal FCs.
Yes, dude, he was spamming that shit for a while.
Yes.
He was
spamming
like
that, and I was like,
he was doing so many vocals FCs because he was working towards the full series FC on vocals, which he finally ended up doing. But most of that shit was done on PS2 because the PS2 engine was just a lot more forgiving than PS3 and Xbox 360. But it looks ugly as shit. And the load times are bad, and the audio sounds like terrible.
And it's like the same 3 camera angles for every song.
It's such a bad experience. By the way, I've never played through most of those games on PS2. I quit after Guitar Hero 3. I played
World Tour. I played World Tour for the first time in like 2021. I'm like, this is ass.
Yeah, I've played a song or two, but I've never played through them. But
I played through the game, and I was like, this is the worst. Or it kept crashing midway through, and I'm like, I can't do this
crashing?
anymore.
Oh, God, don't tell me that.
Well, no, because I was doing it on OPL, so there are problems with OPL. You have the physical copies,
no,
which
I don't.
I'm sure. You're doing OPL?
I'm on OPL.
Okay, listen. I think there's probably some compatibility modes that you can fuck with.
Guys,
I'm sure.
Guys, stop
you'll
subbing.
Be fine.
Stop getting me to spin the wheel on that gauntlet.
You'll be fine.
If I reach 100 wheel spins, I have to run it back. 24-hour streams, playing through every Guitar Hero game again, all on PS2, until I get to Warriors of Rock, which is going to be on Wii.
You should have just said Wii for the whole thing.
No, that's boring. PS2 is a lot more like PS2 gross, yucky. Because it is gross and yucky.
But that's the extent of the comedy of playing on PS2. It's yucky.
Not.
But
GH5 on Wii looks normal. GH5 on PS2 looks like ass.
Define normal.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about PS2. It's fucking terrible, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna do that for all those games, even Band Hero?
That's the incentive.
God damn. Well, good luck.
Thanks.
If you get there.
I love when Jake gets really
fucked.
passionate and he sounds like he's just a straight up Smiling Friends episode. It's wonderful.
Dude. So
We're going back to this, man. This is a deep cut.
no, no, we are going back to this because there's a development in this because in my chat the other day, somebody told me. No, it wasn't somebody. It was Callie, because she has an emote that's like this. She was like, "You should do one of these, so like, you can make it. We can make an emote of you looking up." So I did that, and she was like, "Do you have a deviated septum?" I'm like, "What even is a deviated septum?" That's one of those things I've always heard, but I don't know what it is. It's like, well, that's when your septum, like the thing that's like in between your two nostrils, is like offset a little bit. And I was like, you know what? I might. It could be the angle. I don't know. I can't
It's
tell.
like the strum bar on the SG.
Dude. Dude,
It does look like your right nostril has a little bit of a girthier hole.
it does.
It does.
I
No,
have,
it's
I have one hole is
absolutely-
bigger than the other hole, so I may have a deviated septum. And then somebody's
Guys,
like, "Oh, it all makes so much
Don't look at
sense."
the strum bar on the SG.
See,
you're gonna
this is
freak
just a
yourself
bad
out.
picture, but that's on purpose. You can't tell. I'm fine.
Yeah, so somebody's like, "Oh, that makes a lot of sense because if you do, that could affect the way you breathe, the way you talk. That's why you sound like Charlie from Smiling Friends." I'm like, "Oh, shut the fuck up! Why does that make sense? I don't like that this is happening to me right now."
We were right there, man.
Lala, they hit the Pentagon.
Just
Yeah, Charlie, but that
Just
was what's
embrace
his
it.
name, Zach. I mean, dude, that video.
Oh yeah, dude.
that video of
that
like
video is so funny.
of look alike or like not sound alikes, like people that sound like people are in movies.
Yeah,
or
it's like
whatever,
the
in
red
TV.
circle.
Yeah,
It's like the red circle, and then the
there's a video that has
character
like
inside.
2 million views that has me in that shit. Sound like Charlie apparently. I hate it.
Spot on. I mean, you do.
It's not. I don't speak like him. How would I even search this up? I always just get linked it.
We'll get linked it again. Figure it out.
I'm not on stream. Hey, chat, link me the fucking.
Go ask your Discord. Just do @ everybody in your
People
server.
who that would work. Hold on. I have a Discord server now. I can do that. Discord.gg/wisemoose, guys.
Are you actually gonna @ everyone?
I gotta join your Discord.
No.
You've been memeing about it for a year. And,
yeah, that's been the long running joke. It was like, yo, you have a Discord? Yeah, it's coming soon. It was never coming soon. I was never gonna do
Callie
anything about
actually made it.
it. Yeah, I
Except
finally got
as Acai.
convinced to do it. And Callie helped me build it out, and then I got one of my mods, Mr. E White, in there, and he built upon what Callie had started. But that was the ball that's what finally got the ball rolling. Is Callie was like, "You want me to just build it for you?" Because small inside baseball thing. We have a Fortnite Festival partners server that we had for all of our little epic partner stuff, and then after FNCS, it kind of got built out into something bigger. And I think Callie led the charge, kind of on like rebuilding that
she
server
did.
into making it
Come on.
a full-fledged server that's pretty and it's nice and all that. So I was like, oh, I've seen your work. That's your resume. Go ahead, come on in. So
hey guys,
Hey,
I wanna take this moment now to ask y'all if we want to do Festival Corner. Take our
um,
10 minutes
I just
and
picked
talk
up.
about it.
I just picked up my cat, man. This is something beautiful, and you want to take it there?
you're ruining
hey,
the moment.
Sabrina Carpenter is beautiful.
You know?
Yeah,
okay.
she is.
All right,
You wanted
hold
to
on.
see your
Are
Hold
we
feet.
on,
doing this?
hold on. Before we
Are
start,
we starting the timer?
Yeah,
Are we starting
I
the
need-
timer?
Oh yeah, start the timer.
timer's on screen. I'm pressing the start button right now. We have 10 minutes.
10
Okay,
minutes.
so
10
let's
minutes.
start
Festival
with
Corner.
this.
I can
How
pause
the
at will.
fuck? How the fuck in a brand new season did somehow brand new songs mid-song you could be playing it and it resets your calibration to 0? How?
Hey,
How?
they changed the
The answer to
calibration. They
that.
changed the calibration. But
No,
did they really?
no.
They changed the
A brand new
calibration. Is
song.
early
But did
access.
they?
Early access. The beta.
A
These things
brand
happen.
new song auto resetting your calibration to 0 when you play the song. Technologically, I mean, honestly, I'm not even mad. That's impressive. That's
Yeah,
an impressive level
legitimately.
of fuck. Just
You know?
fucking
Legitimately,
fucking street.
Okay.
Fucking street.
So-
Did I just make a new word?
Yeah,
fucking street.
that's how aghast we
Fucking
are.
street.
Okay. Here, I have a theory. What if you set all 4 of your calibration profiles? This is a new thing they added, by the way.
Oh,
We talked about this. That having calibration profiles. What if for some reason in the Epic Games it's like, oh, you know what? Epic Game song for some reason then they switch a profile to an empty one. What if you just set all the profiles to the same calibration?
Actually a decent
Yes, you shouldn't
theory.
be able to do that.
that's worth testing.
Yeah, that's not the worst theory ever. It's not
I'm
the worst
sorry.
theory
I'm
ever.
so tired of having to do extra things to play a game that should just work right out the box.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
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 I want to talk about calibration too because I was right the entire time about what calibration's actually doing, and the most important thing is the delta between the two, the difference between your audio, your AV, what used to be AV calibration, and then input. It always felt like the difference between those two was the biggest thing that mattered, and I was right because my old calibration numbers on Xbox Series X were 240 ms and then 225 input. Okay, so when I loaded up the new update, that changed the calibration. Now it's only audio and video, just like the classics. Just like every other game before that, you had an audio slider and a video slider. My audio stayed at 240, but my video was set by default to 15, which was the default, was the delta between my two. So that I felt nice and vindicated. At the same time, it was a bit of a bittersweet thing because they didn't change the calibration at all, folks. They just changed the way it's displayed.
Yeah.
It's a quality of life sort of. Okay. It's easier to understand what you're doing now type of thing. But the calibration behind the scenes is the same. It feels the same.
That's what that shit should have been. That's what that shit should have been.
It should have been
on day one.
Yeah,
it should have been audio and then video. You don't confuse motherfuckers by saying AV offset and then input offset.
Hold on. But am I the only one that thinks it's way more confusing now? Because you can play a song, and then after you finish the song, it still tells you your average input offset, and there's no way to change it.
Yeah, it's so bad.
I didn't even realize that.
That's so bad.
They didn't realize it either, apparently.
No, they didn't. That's it. It's like we play the game and nothing. I just want to head explode. 10 minutes is all I need.
No,
10 minutes is all I need.
We have 7 minutes and 15 seconds.
We got to talk about funnier stuff. We got to talk about the social media guy for Fortnite Festival. Seems to be having a bad time.
Do we even have to talk about this? These motherfuckers over there, I swear to God, they are just...
what?
They do it on purpose.
The Feature Friday that they posted.
Oh, Friday.
They posted the Feature Friday and then didn't post a Feature Friday, and everybody was like, guys, where is it? So that was posted, the tweet was posted at 10 o'clock a.m. on April 11th.
Oh shit, you're right.
and then the first feature wasn't commented until 10:25. So I don't know if the guy thought, like, I don't know if he pressed comment and like X to everything app just like lied to him and said it was posted or whatever.
Bro was at Coachella. He was at Coachella.
Yeah, bro was
That's
at
what he was
Coachella
doing, man.
for sure.
He's out at Coachella.
Probably forgot to schedule the rest of the follow-up.
Well,
tweets.
the MDMA in his system. Sorry.
Did they delete the FOMO one? Is
No,
that
they
one gone now?
No, if you go
on my profile,
well, I know Jason tweeted about it. Yeah. Okay, this is the one.
It's still there, and it's community noted.
This is the tweet. Yeah. At
that shit
Coachella
got community
FOMO,
noted.
Not on our watch.
It got community noted.
So
for anybody that did not see this live, we should catch up, folks that missed it. So there's this new Coachella pack that came out of nowhere, wasn't announced. It got dropped, and then they put the songs out, the announcement for it, as the songs were live. To which they tweeted something to the effect of Coachella FOMO, not on our watch. Which the entire festival community at once melted down.
The Fortnite community was
They know what they're doing. They did that on purpose. I know they did. They're not that stupid.
That's kind of where I'm at too. I'm in my brain. That
was engagement bait.
Like, there's no way they're this dense, right?
That's why I just typed it. I said, "That's crazy, y'all are talking about FOMO," and left it at that. I wasn't gonna quote tweet it.
I was live at the time. I was like, "That's not real." Or no, I was at the AC/DC concert. I was like, "That's not real." Because somebody sent me a screenshot.
I had to prove its. I had to prove its authenticity. So I was just like, "That's crazy."
Somebody just sent me a screenshot, and then I looked at it myself. I'm like, "Oh my god, it actually is real. They're actually doing this." JP has been right the entire time that they just thrive on any attention.
Yeah, they just thrive on it.
That's what I said. That's why this corner exists, because they thrive on bad press. Okay. I'm right.
How much time we got left?
We have 4 minutes and 49 seconds.
Oh my god! All right, Sabrina Carpenter's fine. I don't know, man.
Yeah, Sabrina Carpenter's cool. I like the songs.
I like.
Please is fun to play on lead, pro lead.
I played like all the songs like the way that God intended with the controller. I wasn't sitting with a pro lead controller, and I was just sitting in my living room just playing the songs. This is gonna be a fun ass season for people who just get on drunk as shit, or they just get on just to vibe. Because I think it's lovely. And like I was sitting and I played Taste on vocals, and I was just like, yeah, hell yeah, I got Princess Bubblegum. I'm fucking it's got Sabrina Carpenter song. Man, the Adventure Time skins are sweet.
It's like one of the best collabs ever.
We've been jaking it.
Really
I was looking at the facial animations for vocals. They nailed it.
Dude, Jason's tweet about that
so
went
good.
off. Jason had a huge tweet for that.
Oh, with Finn?
Oh, for the Finn animation.
Yeah, you got 20,000 likes on that thing.
Is that up to 20K? I didn't even know. Wow,
20K,
wild.
Yeah.
Dude, you get a lot of hit tweets.
You do.
You should get a blue check mark so you can make money on the tweet.
No.
You won't make money.
I don't think I've made the money back from paying for that piece of shit. But it's whatever.
Maybe
I'm never making.
Just randomly disappears, then maybe we could talk about.
Somebody's got to do it.
Then like
Somebody's
if
gotta
he's
do
no
it.
longer a part of the X Everything app ecosystem.
It's just someone's just gonna do it. This is a complete different sentence from what we're talking about currently.
Yeah, what
It's
did you
standing
think
on by
we're
itself.
talking about? What's it? I don't know.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't
Somebody's
know.
gonna do it.
I
Buy
don't know,
X
Sabrina
Premium.
Carpenter stage is nice. I think that the art team did a great job.
Doing it well. Hey, LL Cool J.
doing it well. I love that song, and then also I think about the guy eating the Doritos Locos Tacos in his car. Takes a bite, he screams, and the video ends.
I am
Hey, yo,
pausing the festival timer.
speaking of doing it well, I think my favorite part of the festival.
I am continuing the festival timer.
You have to continue to complete festival time. There you go. Yeah.
I think my favorite
2:53.
part
Jesus.
of the festival
Nice, Tara.
season was not knowing the song Juno, and in my brain I'm like, oh, like the movie.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know what it was about. And so, I'm just playing it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice. Oh, if you treat me well, you can fuck me without a condom.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's every Sabrina Carpenter song. And what's that one?
pretty
Is
much.
it-
And then the bridge
Is it
where she
Taste
goes,
about-
"I'm so fucking horny." Like it's crazy.
Yo, the censor in festival is incredible. I'm so horny. Like it's just
They
the
kept
pause
horny?
is great.
I hope
They
they bring
kept the horny.
Bedchem to the. I want them to bring
Duh,
Bedchem so I can hear the
I'm
comrade
sick of that song.
camaraderie line.
Yeah, they need to have the "Come Right on Me" in the game. I'm thinking it's gonna be either next week. We're gonna know.
You're gonna come right
if
on me
it's
next
this
week. I mean, camaraderie next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna come right on you next week.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, isn't Boston?
I mean,
in, like,
camaraderie.
3 weeks, 4 weeks. Yeah, camaraderie with friends. Yeah, we're gonna be
Yeah.
friends in like a month or so.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Yo, this changes the Lore Hero meetup to something
This
else
changes.
entirely.
Oh, we're getting
everything.
meted up.
Lore
already.
Hero meet.
All right.
Guys, we're gonna meet it up at PAX.
We're gonna meet it up. All right, we're gonna pause the timer.
Yeah.
That's 1:38 remaining.
I mean, like, yeah. Okay. So
I'm resuming the timer.
Wait. Okay.
Unpause it.
I'm
Right.
resuming.
Right. So last thing is just I'm glad that they're. I think the casual crowd is really gonna love this. The people who have not picked up festival in a long time, they're gonna look at it and be like, "Damn, Sabrina Carpenter looks good. Let's play the songs. These songs are charted really well. Hell yeah!" I hope that with both Coachella, and just the rest of the season in general, that the song drops are really good. No new way to play the game on festival main stage.
No, we
It
got
was
our hopes up
devastating.
for nothing.
Very devastating, but it's
Absolutely.
whatever. The mid-season
1 minute
update,
warning.
I guess. Mid-season update is going to have Fuser mode, so solo jam
yeah,
stage.
that's cool.
Something that I asked for in the very beginning.
That's gonna
Thank
be
God.
nice.
We can
That's gonna be
customize
really
our band
nice.
members now. Kind of.
We're gonna see
We
some
can
next
randomize.
level. We're gonna see some next level mashup artists with that shit. I promise. We're gonna see some next level mashup artists with that.
Hopefully.
Because have you seen the people that cook with jam stage? They
Yes.
are very.
Yeah.
The people are very fucking creative, and
It will
so
be cool.
and yeah, it's
30
gonna
seconds.
be really cool. Anyway, you guys got anything else to say?
Yes,
Yeah,
the
Battle
Battle Lead
Stage,
engine
man.
didn't get touched.
Battle
The Pro Lead
Stage is
engine is
sad.
just as
Nope.
bad as it
No, it
ever was.
didn't.
It didn't touch anything. It's the exact same. No bug
Yeah,
fixes
It's the exact
whatsoever.
same. Yep.
The average player count for the first week on this season does exceed the last few weeks of the Miku season's average player count. We will see if it stays there.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
kind of a nothing burger. That's expected. It should
Yeah,
be. It'd be really bad if it wasn't.
Yep.
Battle stage is pathetic.
5, 4. It's the exact
Battle
same thing
stage.
as Metallica, but
Battle stage is Metallica. They've reused
Yep.
Metallica's
it's over.
stage.
Time's up.
Done.
All right, good job, guys. Good job. We did it.
How
Welcome
did they
back.
change?
Welcome back
How
to
did they
Lord
change
Hero
the
regular.
fucking battles? God damn it. Okay, we're good.
See you next
Yeah, all right,
week.
we got
for,
it out. We
for,
got it
for
out.
a
See,
festival
guys,
corner
wasn't
number 2.
that better? Wasn't that
Next
better
week
than
I'll
spending
have
an
a better
entire
graphic.
hour?
I'll work on a better graphic for next week. Right now it's just a fucking timer with a white background, but we'll make it look pretty. We'll make a whole segment
okay.
out of it.
He didn't have
You
a
have
lot
no
of time,
bad-
chat.
You have
I
no
got
idea
upstream
how
30 minutes
bad.
before.
You have no idea how bad I want to still rant about Sabrina Carpenter's battle stage being Metallica's, but just with a different color scheme, and them saying it's inspired by Sabrina.
Yeah,
But-
wow. Yeah, uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
that's all I need to say.
That's
That's
all
it.
you
So
need
it's
to
all
say.
good. We're done.
No.
That's it.
Cool.
It's
Yeah.
it's over.
I
Next
tried
week.
these new chips this week. They're pretty good. Ruffles, honey
Honey,
habanero.
ooh.
I highly
Wait, that does
recommend
sound
these.
good.
That
Dude,
does
I
sound
love
good.
hot
Are
honey.
delicious.
I love hot honey.
I love
They are
honey.
really
very,
do.
very good, and it's actually hot as fuck. So if
Yeah?
you're not, you don't
I
like
am-
spicy.
I'm way down to
You
try
don't-
those.
Okay, yeah, you will like these. These
Hey,
are
just
delicious.
hand them to him. Just,
Yeah,
You just
give me-
made my mouth water.
Yeah, I like my Mike's hot honey. Mike's extra hot honey actually is.
Why
what
the fuck were you doing this?
Hey, you
the
ever
fuck are
tasted
you
your mic
doing?
before?
I want a chip. Give me a chip. I'm grabbing your chip.
Chippy.
Give me chip.
It's
Gimme.
like when someone plays the smallest
Speaking
violin.
of,
Yeah.
you know what? Someone should have been playing that. Someone should have been playing that for me. I went to a casino yesterday with my buddy for his birthday.
W.
And
how much did you win?
I lost zero. I lost all of it. I lost
it
all of it. I genuinely lost it all. I gave myself a hard cut off. We both went in. We're like, all right, we got $150. Let's go! And
Let's
then
go
3
gambling.
p.m. hit, and it cut to us, and the voucher said 5 cents. Like that's essentially that's what it was. We had a
So
couple of
true.
dopamine hits, but at the end of the day, we were going, dude. At least Counter-Strike gives you a skin.
That's damn
And, like,
right.
you get to-
How about Counter-Strike, baby?
At least Counter-Strike
I'm inviting
gives you a
Jamster
skin.
to my party. We're gonna play.
At least, you know, they should add that type of shit to every game.
I agree. Loot boxes everywhere that have a real world value that you can sell for real money.
You know what's so fucking funny?
What?
So this casino, like, they also had like a shopping area, like most of really fancy casinos do, and like right next to it was a fucking Krispy Kreme donuts, and
Hell
you know we stopped and go get a little bit of Krispy Kreme. We got a donut, and then we were just sitting there eating our donuts and being like, damn, it feels so nice to hold something that I bought.
Wow, my money turned into this. I
My
traded
money.
I traded dollars
Okay.
for donuts
Yeah,
instead of just giving dollars
Great
for
trade.
nothing in return. Wow.
Like, bro, I could not believe it. If you're on a slot and you're playing, they just come around. You get free alcohol.
Yes, they do
It's
that.
free
Yeah,
alcohol.
yeah.
Yep.
They want
this?
you
Yeah, sure, man.
lubed up.
It is the
Yeah.
crazy. That is
Jason's
the
right, they
craziest
do.
thing ever.
Yeah,
That's
get all
it.
Yeah,
buttered
they
up.
want you lubed up so that all the money can fly out of your mouth
Yeah,
hole.
Did you
can't
have
make good
any-
decisions when you're drunk.
Were there
No.
any plants around you that were
I
like
mean,
winning? They won and they were really excited.
there was a
those
guy
are
at a Willy.
plants.
There was a guy at a Willy Wonka machine, and he was like this. He was tweaking his legs.
He was really getting into it?
excited. He's getting really into it.
Oh, dude, that's a
and then
plant.
like his girl
That's a
and
plant.
his like girlfriend or his wife was just like not impressed at all.
That's
Like,
Want to see me hit these slots,
and-
babe?
and he was going like, and I was like,
I
why does he
remember
look?
at my-
He
at
looks
my
like
last-
he's tweaking.
At my last job, there was a younger girl that worked there. She was the neighbor of my boss, and for her like 18th birthday, we brought her to the casino.
Oh,
And,
man, 18.
And my coworker had like $500 in cash.
It's
Like
gone.
that was like half of her pay, right? And she was like, "All right, here's how we do it: put $100 in the slot machine. Didn't win. Did that 4 more times. Won nothing. That was it.
5 spins?
5
That's 5
spins.
spins. Man.
Oh, kill yourself.
So you're telling me-
$500.
So you're saying that she didn't look at like the bets or whatever. She just max bet every single.
No, she
spin,
was like, "This is
probably.
my lucky machine. This is the machine I use every time I go here."
Okay, so she was radicalized against gambling from the start. That's actually a good strat.
Wow.
Lose
Yeah.
500
Yeah,
bucks
well,
for
I
nothing in
mean,
return? I'd never going
I
back
was
there
like-
again. That was stupid.
Well, dude, she lost 500. I was like, "How much did you get paid this week?" She's like, 1,000. I was like, "You just spent half your paycheck on that."
On nothing.
No.
On
No.
nothing. And that's when I realized. And then I was playing the penny slots, and like I ran out of cash.
Which is
and I
not
was
actual
like,
penny slots anymore.
it's not.
It's
It's not.
just
No.
it's
Well,
hey,
dude, I
hey, the
ran out-
bets are 60
I
cents,
brought
bro.
I brought cash with me, and I ran out of cash. And when I ran out of cash, I was like, "Oh, I'm out of money. Oh, there's an ATM. I gotta go."
Yeah, also,
Yep,
ATM
that's
machines at
legit.
casinos
Straight up.
will fuck you. They have the
Yes.
highest fees associated with them, like, ever.
Dude.
You want to get $100, you're paying 112, pal. You know?
I straight up was like, "I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. It's gonna get
Yeah,
bad."
I pulled
if
the money
stay
out and
here."
it charged me $7 extra for
Yeah,
it, and I was
cool.
like, "That's
Insane.
crazy.
Cool,
That's
man.
really awesome, man.
Dude,
That's awesome."
I had a whole casino phase of my life. It was like right as soon as I turned 18. In Minnesota, it's 18 to gamble, and like
Yeah.
every casino in Minnesota is owned by an Indian reservation. No like non-Indians can own a casino in the state, and I know some states are really weird about their casino laws, and some of them like you have to be on water or whatever, nothing like that. But it was always a bit of a drive for me to have to go to a casino. But 18 years old, I was working at that pizza shop, and I was just I was delivering pizzas at the time. I was getting cash tips, and like at the end
And
of
so
the
you're
week,
just like, I'm gonna hit the
maybe
slots.
sometimes twice a week, me and my boys would just drive down to the casino, like drive an hour to a casino. I'd have my week of tips from delivering pizzas, and I would
Dude,
just
that's
gamble
killer.
it.
That's killer. That's killer because you're 18,
Yeah,
19.
I was 18. I lived at home. I
and-
didn't have any payments whatsoever. It was sick as fuck. If I wasn't
You know,
doing it at
you're
the casino,
single-
I would have been
that-
doing
that
it
is the
on
most-
Counter-Strike.
Sure.
That is the most single man like energy ever.
At that
Like
age,
I would
too.
probably be doing that shit if Olivia and I weren't together and I was like 18, 19 and I was like fucking, oh yeah, hell yeah, bro. I'm saving up, but I also I can go out. Dude, there's a casino in California called Morongo. You'd be 17 years old and you can go
Dude.
gamble.
Oh,
You'd be
shit.
17. And
Dude.
so I went with my boys. I didn't go. I didn't fucking gamble. This is the first time, yesterday was the first time I ever went like true gambling at
Really?
a casino. And I will never do that again. I
Yeah,
am
don't.
never going to fucking do it. I'm
No,
just,
man, it's
no.
Don't,
fun.
man.
And then just seeing all the old people around just like sitting there, they got 12,000 credits and they're just hitting the button.
That's
I'm just
depressing
like,
as fuck, man.
Yep.
You know?
It is full
I'm
of
just
old
like,
people
man,
smoking.
there is so much more life to it.
I
Life
think
to
there's
that
only
shit than.
one time I've ever gambled, and it's directly because of Rock Band.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, the Total Rock Total Rewards tournament that Rock Band held, where they flew the 20 different teams all from around the country. It was held in Atlantic City. So the actual event was held in a casino at a Harrah's casino, right? So they put us all up in the hotel there. And I remember actually taking, like, betting $20 and winning on my one craps roll that I've ever done.
Hell yeah.
And I was just like, I won $20. I'm sticking. That's it.
Oh,
Done.
dude.
I'm out.
You were,
Yeah,
you were
that's
better
it.
than 95% of gamblers out there. You're in the black. You
Yeah,
won.
bro.
That's it.
Yeah, you won and you
one
pulled
craps
out.
roll. One. Done.
Nice.
One and done.
That
That's
was
all
it. I went to a machine. I got like 8 free spins, won $40, and then I lost those $40. And we lost the
See,
rest
I
of our
didn't
money.
want to do that shit.
I was like, okay.
Nah.
If you ever go to casinos, slots, while they are fun, that's almost a guaranteed way to lose your money. If you actually want to try to
Yes.
make some money, blackjack
Well,
is
it's a
probably the way to
dopamine
go.
hit. That's why
or
slots
do
exist.
some sort of poker tournament. There's a casino near me that only does like table games, and they like run poker tournaments for people to do or whatever. You can bet on horses and shit like that. That's kind of
Yeah, I was like, yeah, we should do some horse betting. We should do some of that shit, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's also kind of odd that sports betting is becoming very, very, very ever present in our daily lives. Everything, like every major sporting event, is like sponsored by DraftKings. You know, get your X amount of free play today when you sign up with the, you know whatever. It seems like
Yeah,
we're
it sucks.
regressing in that way.
So embedded in
Champions.
like, culture
Not
now.
Champions.
Not-
DraftKings. Boom. I'm gripping.
Wait a second,
pretty good
hold on.
at timing it, to be fair.
I actually think I just won one of my what are they called? Where you put the money down on something like really extra has a low chance of winning. I bet on the fact that Lore here would bring this up about DraftKings today, so I think I just made. A little
Oh,
bit
dude,
of money.
wait, did it
Let's
hit the
go.
parlay though? Did you hit the
The
second part of it?
parlay. That's what it was. That's the name of it.
Parlay.
You have
The
to hit multiple
parlay.
things in a row. You have to hit this, and that, and then you get paid out. And if only one of those misses, you just lost your money. But the payout could be
champions.
huge. You could put $10
Son,
down,
okay.
and it's $100,000.
Champions. The payout.
You
could
know
be
what?
huge.
I thought
I'm gripping.
I forgot that my
Ooh.
parlay. It was after Jake mentioned DraftKings. Alec was supposed to actually twerk, and I didn't
you
see
lost.
that yet. So
Shit.
GG's.
I think
No,
I
well, you
lost
just-
some money.
You missed Jake
Jesus.
hitting the gritty today, dude. He was hitting the gritty.
I did.
Really?
Dude,
I hit the
Jake-
gritty on stream once
Well,
and they called it the
Jake-
McGriddle and I never did it again.
Jake was hitting the
See,
gritty. It
that's
was
why I didn't
Jake.
actually hit the gritty. Somebody fucking made an AI video of me hitting the gritty. It's the Fortnite gritty emote with my fucking dumbass face on it. It looks terrible. I'm not going to show it on the show.
I
A
saw
wise
it.
McGriddle.
I seen it.
I'm not showing it on the show. I don't want to show it
I
on
hit
the show.
I hit the gritty in real life and then I got made fun of. I was like, I'm not.
That's why I'm not doing it. One of my
alright,
brothers,
man.
my brother
Still
and his
okay.
real life friends were watching my stream the other night. My brother, apparently my brother's friend was very drunk, and he was like, hashtag add gritty to the wheel. Hashtag add, he said that like 100 times over in an hour.
Oh, that was him?
That was my brother's friend
That's so
IRL. I know
fucking
who he
funny.
is. So I was like, well, fuck it. Fine, add gritty to the wheel. And I added it, and I never spun it. So fuck you, no gritty, and now it's gone. So there's no more gritty to the wheel. But they did make an AI video.
Yeah, I was like, who the
So-
fuck is this guy? Just spamming add gritty to the wheel.
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
That
dude's name,
makes
yeah.
sense.
It's
Oh,
funny
man.
because his like gamer tag is like Prez or Prezzo, and every time I see Prez, I'm like, hey, J Prez, I know you. No, not J Prez. No, different Prez. Anyways, yeah. Anything else you guys want to talk about this week?
Oh yeah.
There's a wrestler in AEW, former world champion, that one of his taunts is he does the gritty in the ring. Shout
That's
out to
pretty
Swerve
sick.
Strickland.
Shout out to
First
Swerve Strickland.
Yeah,
Shout
so
out to
what? He's
Justin
not.
Jefferson for doing the gritty after getting a touchdown.
Yeah. Hell
Vikings,
yeah.
former Viking.
Sure.
Swerve
Yeah.
when
You
I
can do the
drive.
Harlem Shake.
What year is this again?
Dude, that's what 2011 was that? 2010, 2011 Harlem Shake.
Maybe
12, 13,
2012.
14,
Filthy
somewhere in
Frank.
there. It
Filthy
was-
Frank.
It was Filthy Frank.
Yeah,
that
Frank.
so
started it.
more like 2012, right?
That's some
Somewhere in there.
bizarre lore, man.
Yeah,
Filthy
because when I
Frank
think
started
of
the Harlem
2012, I think of Coney 2012. Psychic
my
Pebbles
God.
made that video where he's like, Coney 2012, Coney 2012.
Oh man.
2013,
Yeah.
early, February 2013 is the first Harlem Shake.
Well, yeah, it was
To the
Filthy Frank,
Harlem
right?
Shake.
Yeah, it was Filthy Frank, yeah. Disaster Music
Yeah.
was the name of the channel.
Disaster Music,
Disaster
yes!
music, baby.
Yeah, but
Oh,
that was,
man.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Filthy Frank in the pink guy suit. Yep. That's
He
old lore.
ended up being the least problematic.
You see
Dude, that one
same
picture that popped up recently.
with
Yeah.
H3 and John.
John
H3,
Tron.
JonTron, and Filthy Frank.
Yeah,
Sorry,
he's like,
Joji.
notice how he's distancing himself because he's the only one that was actually doing satire.
Yeah. Ooh.
Old John Tron's funny, man. I don't care. Old John Tron's
Yeah.
hilarious.
No,
Hey,
Like, dude,
there's a time and
dude,
place for
Dino
everything.
City,
Old Filthy Frank was funny.
Dishwasher.
Yeah, I'll still watch fucking Disaster Music, Filthy Frank, and that shit was unfiltered,
Oh,
just
yeah.
garbage.
Dude,
That shit was just like, damn.
I mean,
Damn.
Dude,
it's
Filthy
newer,
Frank's
but hair
Weeaboo video.
cake, hair cake was
talks about
legendary. What can I
Weeaboos
say?
Hair
out.
Cake was a video. I don't want to
Dude,
talk anymore about this.
Those
No.
collab videos. Oh man, the Mario Brothers one.
Different
Hey,
time. When they're
Mario!
playing Twister and shit. Yeah, yeah. Different
Oh,
time.
my
Different
God.
time. It might be
Yeah.
better that it's a different time now. You might be.
Content Cop, dude.
Mhm.
Content Cop by iDubbbz. That was. Oh man,
Yeah.
What an
that was a
era.
series.
It was a time in our lives. Anyways, we should get out of here. Thank you guys for watching, folks.
Yeah, I
Appreciate
guess
it.
That was it,
Alright.
yeah. You know,
Thanks.
thanks for letting us vent for 10 minutes in that very small section.
Yeah, I
that
hope
was
that
fun. I
wasn't
can't
too
wait
much.
to
Sabrina,
see
no,
it.
seriously.
Sabrina
No, seriously.
Carpenter at a battle stage, and they used fucking
us-
Metallica, and they used
Hey,
different colors
I
that
think Battle
represent
Stage is
Sabrina
going away,
instead of
bro. They
Metallica.
changed the
Oh,
playlist ID,
what?
bro. They changed it. It's gonna go away. They're gonna
Yeah, it's
scrap
gonna
it.
die.
Why is there a
Hey
big
man, did
metal
you know
fan
Rock
in the middle
Band
for
5 is
Sabrina?
coming out?
Why is there a
Wait,
big
Rock
metal
Band
fan in the
5
Unforgiven.
middle?
The
Is it-
Unforgiven by Metallica is a secret in-game song.
Is that-
I know.
is
I
it
found out about it
really?
from ideas.fandom.wiki.
Oh,
It's real.
It's on Google. I
They're
Googled
working-
it and I
Oh,
saw it.
no.
Yeah,
not
they're
this
working
again,
with
bro.
Rockstar
Yo,
and Spotify.